Kia ora and hello from Riverbend Springs. In this video we're going to look at whether TMR makes a difference to the milk production of the cows. So without further ado, let's hit the intro. Okay, so here we are in Riverbend Springs. I've set up a cow barn and I have my trusty Massey Ferguson tractor. Also have the Lizard Buy Anything silo, and if we walk over here I've got a bench that I can snooze on. So the plan is I'm going to first of all fill the cow barn up with just silage, and we will see after we've put 10 cows in how long it takes and how much milk they produce with just silage. So let's make a start. So this is the amazing Buy Anything silo from 82 Square Studios. Here we go, silage. So we'll fill up. And we will fill up the silage. Now I have got the manure silo there, but unfortunately it's not currently working and hasn't been patched yet, so we won't be able to measure manure production as to whether it increases. However, we will be able to measure the silage to see if silage increases. So I didn't extend the pasture at all, didn't think there was much need to, and we'll purchase 10 milk producing cows, can just see what slurry they produce, what milk they produce, and where they're using TMR makes a difference. Okay, so let's fast forward to 10 o'clock. Righto, and we'll go and buy 10 cows. We'll record what we've got. The food is 33750. Draw is 21375. And slurry is of course 0. So let's purchase some Holsteins, 18-month-old Holsteins. And 10 of those. And of course, they are at 0 health. So, and production rate is 0%. So if we have a look here, and that's what we have at the moment. And reproduction is at 0%. So let's sleep through to 7 o'clock the next day, and we've got 1 day months. Okay, so let's have a look at them now. So they're 63% health. Productivity of 42. Straw is 2,543. Slurry is 1,750. And food has gone down to 30687. And looks like the meadows filled up to 2286. So let's sleep some more. I'm just writing these down. Slurry, silage, and meadow. Okay, so, and 157 of milk. Can't forget that. Okay, so let's sleep through to the next day and see what happens. Okay, so here we go. Now, I did not expect that. Health is 100%. I thought it would have stayed at about 80%, so we can get 100% health with just silage. And reproduction is 10%. Productivity is 90%. Straw has gone down to 19,593. And silage has gone down to 27187. And meadow is still at 2286. Right. Okay, and milk is at 742. And slurry is at 3750. Slurry. So there we go. So let's sleep through again. And our third day. Okay, so it stayed at 100% health. Milk is 1631. Straw 18643. Slurry is 5750. Two, 3, 6, 8, 7. Reproduction is, so productivity's gone up to 100% and reproduction is at 20%. Okay, so I was not expecting that. So let's try for one more. Okay, so 100% health again, 100% productivity, milk is at 2531, straw is 17693, slurry 7750, and food 22474. Oh, sorry, 20187. Okay, so I think we've got some good results there. So I'm now going to restart the game and we're going to do the whole thing with TMR. So I'll be back shortly. Okay, and we're back again, and this time we're going to do the whole thing over with TMR. Now off camera I did actually do a fifth day just to see if there was everything settled out and seemed to. So let's make a start with the TMR. So we're going to do the same again. We'll find the TMR. Don't tell me I passed it. Here we go. So we'll fill up. Empty it out. And we'll just make sure it's completely full. Okay, so let's do the same. We'll rest till 10 o'clock. We'll get 10 Holsteins. And then we will try the whole thing all over again. Okay, so that didn't take long. Quick cup of tea. So let's go back here and order our 10 Holsteins. Righto, so all the initial numbers are all the same, except we've got TMR instead of silage. So let's sleep through till 7 o'clock and record the numbers. Okay, let's have a look. What have we got? Okay, so day 1, we've got 100% health, and 10% reproduction. Productivity is 100%, so it definitely gets up to producing better. 492 milk. Straw 2543. Slurry 2187. Food 30687. 2286. Right. Okay, so let's try again. So we'll sleep through to 7. And then I'll record all these down and I'll let you know the results at the end of it. Okay, so the results are in, and some of them were not surprising, but some of them were actually quite surprising. So I've created a spreadsheet just to make life a little bit easier. So let's head over to the spreadsheet and we can look at the results. Okay, so here we are on the spreadsheet, and I've done the different days, and I've done the health percentage as well as the milk and slurry production with the straw and food usage as well. And it was fairly interesting. On silage, on day 1, or after the first night, the cow's health was only 63%, as you can see here, and the productivity was 42%. And this, of course, affected the milk production and the slurry production. And of course, their reproduction rate was not going to happen because they weren't at 100%. Whereas on TMR, they actually hit 100% straight away. And so because of that, they were able to start reproducing. And their milk production went up from 157 litres to 492 litres, just from using TMR. And then if we go down to the next day, day 2, I was surprised because their health was 100% on silage productivity was 94%, whereas in TMR, of course, it was both at 100%, and they were starting to reproduce, whereas on TMR, they actually had the extra month. So they were at 20%, silage was at 10% reproduction. And of course, milk, they were producing a lot more milk. So only 583 litres of milk produced that day, as opposed to 1,125 litres of milk. If we go on to the next day, day 3, we'll just scroll up a little bit. So on day 3, I was surprised that with silage, the cows were actually able to get full 100% health and 100% productivity. However, their milk production was still quite low. So 891 litres as opposed to 1,125. Food and straw usage was all remaining fairly static across both. So just because they're eating TMR doesn't mean they're going to use less food. But if we go down to day 4, that's probably the first time that they've got full health and productivity. And milk production is still down, and slurry production was still down compared to TMR. So milk was 900 litres, whereas we're getting the consistent 1,125 litres per day. And slurry is 2,500 litres of slurry as opposed to 2,000. So if you need slurry for your field, you definitely want to be feeding your cows TMR. And if we look down on day 5, it just confirms that they are still 100%, but still only producing 900 litres of milk. So that was an interesting one, although slurry does seem to have gone up a little bit. But of course, feeding cattle the TMR straight away means that they're a whole month ahead when it comes to getting offspring. So there was a few surprises. I think we all expected TMR would give better milk production. I thought maybe the food requirements would drop, but that's not the case. But I was surprised that the health and productivity, even on silage, would still go up to 100%. Now, as a side note, I did a quick test with just using meadow grass, and honestly, the cows did nothing. Zero health, zero productivity, and no reproduction. We'll get back to the nice picture there of the cows in the background. So yeah, I hope you guys have found this to be of interest, that you've learnt something. I know I certainly have. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, hit the like button, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. And feel free to share this video with whoever you think would find this to be interesting. And so until the next video, I hope you all have a good day, a good afternoon, or a good evening wherever you are in the world. Until then, bye.